Hey cats, what's happening? Hey, now that I'm officially retired, I suppose I can jump on the scooter anytime I want now and just go. And I would do that today, but it's raining out. And I got a bike fairly clean, so I don't want to get it all messed up with road spray. I got to show you something that my coworkers got for me. I thought this was pretty funny. They did this on a piece of slate, my first timesheet. That was the date that I started working for the park system. And then they made me this really cool commemorative plaque, which they did on the CNC machine. It's just really nice, really nice. So I was pretty honored to get that, but very happy to be officially retired. So it's a Sunday afternoon, kind of a quiet Sunday, and I think I'm gonna have a seat right here on the porch. It's kind of a muggy, sticky day, and I don't know, we already did some running around today, so we don't have anything else planned except for dinner later on. We'll throw some burgers on the grill and cook some of that. You know, it's not very often that you see me without a hat. Now, you've seen me without a hat before. I don't have a lot of hair up there. I'm not embarrassed about it. I'm not trying to hide it or anything. I've just always worn a hat. I've worn many hats and many different types of hats. But I don't know. I'm real picky about the hats I wear. Real picky. They gotta be, well, for one thing, I got a big head. I mean, it may not look like it, but the size of my head is pretty big for a hat, so I look for one that fits me, and I don't want one that rides, you know, way up high on my head. I gotta have one that actually comes down almost to the top of my ears, but not quite. And right now I'm in the ball cap stage. I like the hats that have the big visors on them, not the little short and not the gangsta, you know, duck bills that, you know, I'm not into that. I don't ever hardly ever do this, the old redneck hat on backwards thing. Nah, I usually just wear it up front. Now I can wear this when I'm riding too, and one of the things I look for on a hat is on the back where they have the Velcro strap, because I can adjust that and get it real tight. And it's real easy when I'm riding. You know, I can actually reach back with one hand and, you know, rip that Velcro and pull it tight and snap it back up while I'm going down the road. Sometimes I'll have V do it for me if she's on the back behind me. But you can cinch these up pretty tight really quick. And then when you get to where you're going, you just, you know, loosen it back up again and get it comfortable where you like to wear it, so it's not squeezing your brain. But I'll show you my collection of hats. Now this is a newer one that I got, and it's got the Harley emblem on the side there, and then it's also got the Stinger Harley Davidson logo on the back of it. And I just, you know, kind of like the plain, and nothing real wild, but let's go in. I'm going to show you some of the other hats I got, because I got a lot of them. There's one stack. Here's another stack. Let me get them down and I'll show you. So I'll just kind of go through these quickly. This one I've been using for a work hat. It's pretty washed out. It's got the genuine Harley Davidson. And then again, it's got the little Velcro thing on the back. That's what I like. This is just a plain work hat, but these are what I don't like. The buckles. They're impossible to adjust. And this one is out as far as it can go. And that's one of those hats that's just too small for me, so I don't even like it. I wore this as a work hat. This is where V used to work at the power company, and I worn that hat out. This is a nice one. Again, it's got the Velcro enclosure. And I don't know why I don't wear it that much. It needs dusted off. This one I wore a lot. I like this one. 70th anniversary Sturgis, and it's got 2010 on the back and the Harley logo. This one though is loose, so it just has the like elastic headband, so I can't really wear it when I'm riding, or it comes right off of my head. That's another one with the steel buckle. I never liked it that much, but I got it in Cancun, Mexico, so I did wear it a little bit. Just another plain black one, again with the steel buckle. Didn't like it. This one I wore a lot. Of course, Akron, and that's where I worked. It's got the V-Twin logo on there, Ohio on that side, and it was from Liberty. There you go, Liberty Harley Davidson, and that's where I originally bought my bike. So you could see this thing got wore out. I wore this thing a lot. Another one that I wore out. Got the buckle though. The buckle I don't like. This one my son got when he was in Iraq, so it's Harley Davidson of Kuwait. Got the Velcro on the back, but it's a small, tiny hat, so I didn't like that. This one was kind of weird. I don't know why I didn't like it. It's just kind of a goofy looking. It's just the way it sat on my head, and then it's got this teardrop on the back with the Velcro thing. So I never wore it very much. Another one similar to the one I had before. It's Century Harley Davidson in Medina, Ohio, which is now Stinger. Another plain black one with the little buckle. Never wore that much. And my Easy Riders hat. Run hard. And again, it just has the elastic headband with no way to adjust it. So you can't wear that when you're on the bike. And I think that one was a little small on my head anyway. Just the size. Now, I have been a man of many hats. I didn't just always wear the biker hat. These are on display up here now, but I got two cowboy hats. This one is what I bought, Cody, Wyoming. I bought this hat. It's Resist All. And I think my head grew or something, or I got fat. It doesn't go down on my head like it used to, so it's sitting too high, so I don't wear it anymore. It's a very stiff hat, and it's like an actual real cowboy hat, so it is weatherproof. You can wear this in the rain, and the water just drips right off of it. I had some hawk feathers I put on there, and a turkey beard, just to dress it up a little bit, but don't wear that anymore. It's a little too small for me. This one I used to wear a lot. I used to wear this one to work. Now this is a regular straw hat, and I got it at a tack shop. But it keeps the sun off your head, keeps the bugs off your head, and it kind of works in the rain a little bit. But you'll see some of the, those are real sweat stains on there. It was like a nice tan colored hat when I got it, but I really did wear it a lot. Kind of wore it out. Again, I put my own feathers on there and whatnot. But now, they just stay displayed up here. Here's one that I probably don't wear anymore, but I used to wear this thing at work all the time when I was a saw boss. So, this being my chainsaw hat, it's got the flip down protective visor when you're cutting. The headphones come down, protect your ears. It's a nice helmet. Got like a knob on the back that you can adjust it real easily to fit your head. So, real comfortable hat, but I don't wear that thing anymore. I might wear it around here when I'm cutting wood. It's hard to tell. It's safe anyways, you know, if you're running the chainsaw. I did have some helmets here. Not like I never wore a helmet. This was my main helmet that I wore. Some states you have to wear a helmet by law. So, I put some stickers on it and whatnot. But I hardly ever wear a helmet. And then I had a passenger helmet too. And it's just kind of beat up, but actually this thing's so ratty and used, you know, the inside of it's all tore up and stuff. I don't even know if anybody would ever want to wear it, but you know, if we were going to travel on the bike and go into states where you have to wear a helmet, the one helmet's in pretty good shape, but the other one I'd probably have to buy another one for V because she wouldn't wear that old ratty thing. Now if we go way back, some of my earlier riding days, I wore the do-rag, you know, the old head wrap. And even if we go way, way, way back, I had like a leather cowboy hat thing that I wore. A hippie hat, I guess you'd call it. So, yeah, a man of many hats, I guess you could call me. So I don't know what kind of hat you wore. This right now, my favorite. I like it. Like I said, I like the nice, big, long, wide brim, like the baseball type. It's got a little short brim. I'm not buying it. I got to have the Velcro closure on the back. If it doesn't have that, I'm not buying it. It's got to fit me right. And then, like I said, this one, I love the Velcro thing because I can really tighten it up and I can wear it on the bike. It'll stay on my head 70 miles an hour. And I do have the windshield that blocks some of the wind. If I don't have my hat tight, it wants to kind of like float up, and whew. So I got to make sure it's pulled down pretty tight. You've probably seen those hats laying along the road in your travels where, yeah. So you want to make sure you got on there tight, and that's why I do not like the buckles, because you almost have to spend 5 or 10 minutes to get that thing adjusted right before you can ride, and then when you get off the bike, it takes a lot of dinking around to get it loosened up again. The Velcro things are really cool. And you know what? They're not easy to find either. They're hard to find. You go... You know, I do most of my hat shopping at the Harley stores because I don't know where else to find a hat like this. They're hard to find. You never know what you're getting online, and I'm not going to wear a Nike hat or something like that that you can buy at a sporting goods store either. So, hey, I go for what I can get. I might pay a little bit more for them, but they're comfortable and I like the style. So anyway, I would like to hear what kind of hat you like. By the way, I did try riding the Harley with the cowboy hat at one time. I put like a chin strap around here. And I mean, that's like wearing a parachute on your head. The brim would just like pull up from the wind. And it finally like went behind my neck, and the chin strap was choking me. And I said, oh my gosh, I can't wear this thing when I'm riding a Harley. I guess, you know, from the days of seeing... Dennis Hopper on the Easy Riders, where he had the hat and he's going down the highway. He couldn't have been going over 30 miles an hour with that thing, because at 70 miles an hour, that is not going to stay on somebody's head. I wouldn't think so. So there's my haul on hats. I'd like to hear what kind of hat you wear, what your ideas are, what your thoughts are. Until next time, like my video, give it a thumbs up, click the like button, share it with your buddies, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel. I'm sure to entertain you with some more. Until next time, cats, ride hard.